I didn't, the whole time watching the podcast, I never knew you had the Tyson knockout on
See
top.
Jackson?
Yeah, see Jackson. Yeah, I never knew you had the Tyson
I
knockout.
bought these at a.
I remember that
a
fight.
card show. Yeah.
I remember that fight. My gosh, there were so many people disappointed in that fight.
Well,
We were in a bar. When we watched the fight, we were in a bar. There was like probably 50 people in there, and they couldn't believe it.
I bought these at the same time because I wanted the yin yang where Tyson's in his prime.
Yeah,
where he has
that's
his own
his
video
video
game. Where he
game,
got knocked
yeah.
out by Buster Douglas.
Yeah,
So I
that-
bought him at the same
It
time.
was in Tokyo, I think, right? Yeah, that was a fight, man.
It's terrible.
Yeah. And
But
then
Buster Douglas was just, his mom just died before that. He was fighting on just pure adrenaline.
of all those original newspapers,
You still lying on that?
You want one? Yeah, I love mine.
packs of, or boxes of cards that go for $5,000,
So you're saying all my penthouse letters I have under my bed are worth money?
maybe.
Maybe.
Rough Square! Got you there. Always do. You got to get me
That's
with
like-
another one though, right?
Yeah.
They're great. Okay. Week 3 bets.
Go ahead.
All right. You getting yours up there, buddy?
I'm working on it right now.
He's
Go
working
ahead.
on it. He's working on it. I don't know what that means. I'll give you my first one here. The first one that caught my eye of the week might be an R2 special knowing this guy. It's Raiders minus 2.5.
Absolutely.
You know what? Absolutely. I'm always betting on the Raiders minus 2.5.
Absolutely. I am.
Excuse me. Sorry for that.
Sure.
They're against Titans, and they're on their own, but the Titans are poo, bro. They are trash. They suck. They got a quarterback issue. They had an offensive line issue. Taylor Lewan is out. And by the way, we made the comment the last time. I've never seen a player get hurt more than him.
Yeah,
Come out of the game.
all the time.
Every game, he has to go to the sidelines, and he's a giant of a human, right? He's a whale. He's 6'6", 320.
He actually has a podcast.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
What is it about?
It's more, Pat McAfee,
Uh-huh.
where it's like bros,
Yeah.
like college bros,
Like
or
us?
frat bros. No, it's like frat bros, like that dude's a dog, and everyone cheers and all that. There's a leader that everyone kind of follows.
Yeah, okay.
It's like that, but they're in like a
Beer pong house?
well, they're in a, what's the fucking term? It's like a trailer, not a trailer, but a RV type thing.
Oh.
So it's like these big boys, like
Goodness.
Kittle's been on it, Josh Allen's been on it,
Yeah.
and they'll go and talk, and like kind of like Pat McAfee, like, all right, so I know you're really good at football, but do you like girls? And then kind of like let's talk about like bro stuff. Like can you chug a beer? Chug a beer type stuff.
I chug beer.
But they also that breaks them down, so you actually get them to talk about
I like that.
like bro, because they're all the guys they're talking to, all the guys that we think are guys at football are like 23 years old.
Right.
So
Yeah,
like
crazy.
they're still kids. Like
For sure.
yeah. So like chug a beer and like tell me how you get laid. Right. Like well, there's this one girl.
Yeah. They're also using condoms.
But he has a pod. I see it sometimes. I don't know. There's another pro guy that's involved in it. I don't know who it is. He's a former pro, but not like he's not like a legendary pro, I should say. Either way,
yeah. Does this have to do with the Raiders or?
yes, because he's so distracted.
Yeah.
That, no, yeah, I absolutely love the Raiders here.
Oh, I absolutely love the Raiders. Can't say absolutely around me.
They
dude.
ain't going 0-3.
Yeah,
that's
not
all
happening.
I'm
Not
saying.
fucking happening.
But the
dude.
Titans could easily go 0-3.
Titans are going to go 0-8.
Yeah,
One of my best bets of the year. I bet them to go under 8 wins when their number's 9 at 2-1 odds.
Beautiful.
Love that.
I love it.
Is that one of yours as well?
I didn't bet it, but I remember you.
Oh.
I remember you.
Surprised.
I remember
All
you.
right, what's your first one? What's your first one there, Haas?
So it's the Raiders. Outside of the Raiders, so that's the R2 bet of the week.
That you have that though.
Yeah. I've
Don't say absolutely.
It's been my biggest bet of the week so far.
All right.
My second.
I gotta double my money up then if we have an R2 bet.
Yeah, it's
so.
my biggest bet of the week. It
All
might
right.
be my biggest bet of the year.
Love it.
Might be my biggest bet
Love
of the
it.
year.
Love
Yeah.
it. All right.
Because
I'll give you my second one then, since we both have that. This is my biggest bet so far. I'm gonna have to double mine out since it's the Raiders thing, and we have an R2 special. It's Bengals -5 at New York Jets. Bengals are 0-2. Jets are 1-1 somehow. Bengals are gonna tune the fuck out of them. I said in the previous episode, if you watched,
Should.
35 points, 35-14, 35-10, destruction of worlds. Give me the Bengals all day.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, Bengals win by 3 and I lose. I'm going to be super sad. But if that's the worst case scenario, they're not losing this game.
Yeah. So my second, this is a close second best bet of the week. It's the Saints Panthers over 41. Saints have a good offense. They played against a couple of good defenses. I mean, last week they played against the Bucks, who have the best defense in the league according to points allowed. Panthers can only score. They can't play defense. Over 41 is an easy one for me. It really is.
All right, next one for me. Ravens minus 2.5 at Patriots.
So no props this week, huh?
I have 2 props to end it.
Okay.
Last week was all props, but I like these games so much. You know, I'm more of a prop guy. I'm prop comic. I'm Carrot Top up in here. But minus 2.5, easy money, dude. They blew that game last week. Patriots are frauds. Lamar versus Mac Jones. Give me Lamar. I know you said where they have the advantage.
Sure.
Quarterback's enough for me.
Sure. I'm not going to argue.
That's what I'm going with, man.
Yeah, so this one is probably an unpopular one just based on the way the public loves this team, but I'm going to take the Vikings minus 6. I'm going to take the Vikings to tune them up in division.
Against your team, the Lions.
Well, I like the Lions. I liked them last year. I mean, the Lions are a good team, but I think the Vikings are a playoff team. I think the Vikings could go to the NFC Championship, right?
Even after that Kirk Cousins performance.
Legit, dude. Now we're in a noon game again. Now we're in division. We're not laying a touchdown.
Right.
Vikings should. I think the Vikings minus 6 is the bet.
All right. Next bet here for me. This ties with my Bengals bet here. A guy that struggled last game. It's Jamar Chase. 76.5 receiving yards. 76.5. Yeah, man. He had a nice game week 1, but like I said, they're going to destroy him. I see a 50-yard touchdown, a 50-yard catch for Jamar Chase.
Sure.
Now, it's hard to predict that, but like that.
Well, that's all he does when he does well.
But he's also, if you notice this year, he's been working more in the intermediate zone. They've been getting him the ball. So I'm guaranteeing 10 targets here. What does Jamar Chase against the Jets do with 10 targets?
So
it's 130
yards. 76.5?
Yeah, 130 yards.
Why not?
Gonna kill it.
Then I have the obvious one, Cardinals plus 3.5. Cardinals have been struggling significantly, but I think the Rams, they barely beat the Falcons. They got their ass whooped by the Bills, and I know that the Cards got their ass beat by the Chiefs, but they showed something. I think they flipped the switch.
They showed me some heart.
They flipped the switch.
Finally, dude.
Yeah, and people are going to come back and get healthier. I'll take the in division game. I'll take the home underdogs in division plus 3.5. That alone.
Yeah.
Not even, it doesn't have to be the Cardinals.
Well, we made this statement last week when the Rams, were favored by 12 to open the week, whatever, against the Falcons, who have the lowest win total of all teams to start the year.
Sure.
Whatever. And they were up 28-3. They almost lost the game, and they got a pick when they turned the ball over. They almost lost the game. They got a pick with 2 minutes left, and they were celebrating like they won the Super Bowl. I don't like that, because act like you've been there before, because you just won the Super Bowl, and you're like, Jalen Ramsey's talking to the camera
after he got cooked.
Dude, after he got cooked by Diggs.
2 years. Well, no, he got
that's
cooked
not a good
that
sign.
game too.
Yeah, I'm saying that's not a good sign, man. Like talking
Drake
to the
London,
camera.
Drake London cooked him.
Like, because you beat the Falcons.
Yeah,
man, I don't like that. Nice call,
I like
Caps.
the Cards
nice
plus 3.5 in division.
Like it.
Underdog home team in division. I'll take that all, especially above a field goal. I'll take that all day.
Yeah. All right. Last bet here for me. This is a weird one. It's kind of a homer pick, but it's low. So Travis Etienne rushing and receiving 45.5. Game script, man. If he doesn't do it here,
like for sure.
I see 80 total. I see 6 catches. I see him taking over the role at least this game, and if they win the game, he's not gonna have the game script that he needs, but he should at least have a couple big plays. It's a low ass number.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What do you got?
Last one is I'll take the pack against the Bucks. This is more of a Bucks fade. I don't. I think the Pack's defense. I think the Pack's defense is better than the Bucks. Bucks have no offensive line, have no receivers. Godwin and
nothing.
Godwin, Evans, and Julio are probably all going to be out.
Well, Evans definitely out, suspension.
Yeah, Godwin's definitely out.
Yeah, Godwin's
and
definitely
out. And then Julio's not practicing.
No, he's not back.
No tight end, no offensive line. I don't trust Lenny, so I'll take the Pack. Honestly, I'll take the Pack money line. It's plus 105. So I'll take the Pack money line instead of taking the +1. I'll take the money.
Nice. All right. Happy footballing. Rock squared.
And it's been a complete joy.